The All-American Otaku Show.
To the All-American Otaku Show. Is about anime and manga that influence pop culture. One of the big ones that influenced pop culture recently was Dragon Ball Z, or the Dragon Ball series. For example, there was on WWE a few years back, all the New Day wrestlers, Xavier Woods, Big E Langston, and Kofi Kingston, were all dressed up as Saiyan characters. They were like coming in with their own music and whatnot, spiking their hair and whatnot. Another anime that influenced pop culture was Sailor Moon. You have girls all over the years who started off as Sailor Moon fans, started becoming, oh wait, wow, I want to become just like Sailor Moon. To to this day, you have a wrestler named Sasha Banks who showed up at a Royal Rumble a few years back, dressed up as the main character of Sailor Moon, but with blue hair. She had the dress, the outfit, and the whole 9 yards. You see anime such as these two, like in music videos, mentioned in music videos. There's songs with them, about them in there. You see fans on TikTok, you see fans on YouTube, all talking about at least these two animes. Fans on TikTok, you see fans on YouTube, all talking about at least these two animes. There's other anime that was very influenced that you probably wouldn't know, or maybe you would. Akira. Akira is very influenced there. It was even partially in the song Scream by Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. They showed a video of Akira saying their thing. Kanada! Akira. Not only was it influenced pop culture, it was also influenced other anime. It opened the door to wider audiences to bring anime here into the United States. But here's the biggest anime that influenced pop culture was none other than Pokemon. Pokemon inspired games, cell phone games, shops, not only in Japan but in the US. It'd go talk about people want to catch them all. Every kid, every student and stuff all had Pokemon cards, or they played the Pokemon games. It still influences today. There's games like Power World that's influenced by Pokemon, as well as other shows like Digimon, which was sorely influenced. All Pokemon has gotten so big that when
Pop culture and anime and manga. My portion is obviously manga because that's what I've been doing lately. And the one that came up to me was one that made into a movie. There's a couple of them, but one of them I just really love. It's called Battle Angel Attila. Now, the story of the Battle Angel Attila, you gotta remember, is cyberpunk slash post-apocalyptic era. Um, so there's a couple of names for her. She's called it Alita, named after the guy that rescues her cat, or her real name, which she is, of course, amnesiac. Major trope there. Uh, she was found. Oh yeah, sorry, Yoko. Her name's Yoko. The name that she was given. Uh, so she was found by this doctor guy in this big giant landfill garbage by this doctor named Ito. He's like a scavenger and slash bounty hunter and scientist all in one. Okay, kind of reminds me of a certain movie. Well, digress there. Anyways, so what he found her was she's mostly a cyborg body. The only thing that really exists is her brain in a container-sized environment. He finds her with no arms, no legs, just a torso, beating heart, and brains. The thing that differs between the movie and manga, the movie kind of goes one direction, but in the manga itself, it's not the heart, it's her brain. What you find out later on, her brain is in a certain kind of gel that is only found in certain places in the universe, which, okay, it's in the future, so big universe. Well, actually, it's probably just the Sol system at this point that I know of. And her gel is derived from a certain kind of enzyme that's only found on Mars. So during this whole time that she's trying to self-discover herself, bit by bit, they find out that she knows a certain kind of martial arts, and excuse me if I'm butchering this. It's called Panzerkunst. It's kind of a German word, and it is actually derived from martial arts done by to fight cyberization or even also help fight in space. It's all encompassing, and it was derived from people on Mars. It's a really moves, and the whole story about her is that it's self-discovery of her. She starts out as helping Ito being a bounty hunter. He never wanted her to be a bounty hunter, but being that her martial arts started to spark things in her, she continued in that. The story itself is actually 9 volumes long, the original. There's 3 different comics, and they all round. The second one covers a lot more detail, but we won't go more into this. The cool thing I like about this series is that it's long running, which I actually enjoy. It has been finished, those 2 books, and each one, like I said, probably about 9 volumes each. If you have something like, mecha slash cyberpunk, I recommend this wholeheartedly. So if this appeals to you, great. I really recommend it because, you know, I'm a huge mecha fan if you didn't notice. This is Mr. Pat signing off.